Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel where we share content that entertain you and also helps you grow better online. Today, we decided to review one of the top 10 Netflix series titled Fool Me Once. By the way, if you missed my latest content where I shared 5 movies to enjoy with your loved ones, do check it out. Be a part of greatness. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and share this content with members of your circle. That's how we grow together. Let's go to the review of the day. This series is directed by Jade Anoka, Joanna Lumley, and Joe Armstrong, with key cast including Michelle Keegan as Maya Stern, Joanna Lumley as Judith Beckett, Adil Akhtar as D.S. Sami, Richard Armitage as Joe Beckett, James Northcole as Neil Beckett, and many more. Lots of accolades should actually be given to the directors of Fool Me Once because they made excellent choices for nearly all of the characters. The writers as well as the directors and the cast did an excellent job in this series, and I definitely enjoyed the series. Fool Me Once has enough potential for intriguing plot twists and enough solid performances. Maya Stern, the main character, is actually trying to come to terms with the brutal mother of her husband, Joe. But when Maya installs a nanny cam to actually keep an eye on her daughter, on her young daughter, she's actually shocked to see a man that looks like her husband who was already dead. See, I love how this series actually ended. I loved how I didn't see the twist coming. Imagine getting to find out who actually killed her husband and also getting to realize who killed her sister as well. Her sister has also been murdered. So we get to realize reasons why these people were murdered and who was in the nanny cam that she saw that looked like her husband. So I'm not going to go into much details of this series because I'm not about to spoil the series for you. So I'm just going to tell you the lessons I learned. Yeah, before I go into my lessons, for those that have actually seen it, this series was actually set in a fictional town of Windhurst, but it was actually filmed in Manchester, England. Now let's dive into the lessons I learned from the series. The first one on my list is the issue of trust. Imagine having to trust someone and then having your trust being dashed. Anyways, the main character in this series had her trust dashed. In life, we actually want to trust people wholeheartedly. Loved ones, acquaintances, friends. We want to give our trust to people. It's okay to actually also trust your instincts. Trust your instincts. What's your instinct telling you about this person? Is it okay to trust them? Is your instinct telling you to go ahead or not to? So I'm just going to tell you it's okay to actually trust your instincts. And yes, be open to surprises. Let people not surprise you. At this time and age, be open to surprises. Be open to anything they can literally bring your way. If it's disappointment, be open to it. Do you understand? Yeah, that's one lesson I learned from this series. My second lesson, still on trust, is that in as much as there are negative sides of actually trusting people, there are actually its positive sides. Many characters in this series were actually faced with these issues, whether to trust or not. And in this series, there are people that they could actually trust to be able to overcome certain things, but they didn't want to feel like they were being a burden to these people because they love these people. These are their loved ones. So they didn't want to actually feel like they were a burden to them. They're not the only ones. In this modern day and time, we have people who find it difficult to trust one's partner, to trust one's loved one. Why? Because you feel like you're actually a burden to them. Now, I'm here to let you know that it's okay to feel that way. But I want you to know that life is already hard and complex enough. So why do you want to have to go through life alone when we already have people that could ease that burden and, make it easy for you to overcome whatever you're going through? We're seeing suicide and we're seeing things happening. These people claim to be happy people. They come out being happy, they come off being, excited and all of that. But at the end of the day, you find out that, oh, this person actually committed suicide, and you're wondering what actually went wrong because they were not confiding whatever they were going through deeply. In as much as you should be open to your instincts and be open to surprises, it's actually okay still to trust your loved ones. It's actually okay to trust your loved ones because in this series they had people who it was okay to trust, and why they found it hard to trust the main character, especially why she found it hard to trust was because her trust had already been broken down by somebody she loved. But then she had somebody who could actually come through for her. But because of that past and that trauma, it was hard for her to actually let her guards down. So yeah, it's okay to, everybody are not the same. You have the good people, we have the bad people. So be open to surprises and still let your heart be open. Let your heart be open enough to trust people that could actually be there for you. My third and my last lesson I learned from the series is the issue of communication. Oh my goodness. Communication in this modern society is a thing that is not really talked about enough. Yes, I would say it's not talked about enough because we have people finding it hard to communicate. Like, you find it hard to communicate with your partner, you find it hard to communicate with your family, you just find it hard to communicate. You don't know why. And I feel like if you fall in that part, it's something you need to go back, you need to think about it. Why am I finding it hard to communicate? I used to be in that shoe, and it's something I'm working on currently. So the issue of communication is a huge one. In this series, there was actually characters having issues with communicating. Communication is different from connection. You can be communicating and not be connecting or bonding. Most people in relationships today, they're communicating but they're not connecting or bonding. So there are actually differences. So it's one thing to communicate and it's another thing to have that person listen to you. If your loved ones are communicating to you, I would advise that you be on the listening side. Try to listen to them. Not every time you want to talk back when they're talking. Most times it's okay to actually just relax and listen to whatever problems they are unburdening or sharing with you. So yeah, I've come to the end of my lessons. I'd love us to get conversational in the comment section. Have you actually seen this series? And if you have, what do you think about the series? I'm actually going to rate this series an 8.5 over 10 because I loved everything. Like I said, I loved the plot, I loved the twist, I loved how the characters played their role, especially Mitchell Keegan, who played the role of Mario Stern. I loved how other characters too play their role. I found the series very captivating and interesting. So you're definitely going to love this one. So if you've seen this series, please do comment in the comment section. Let us know what you thought about the series. If you liked it, if you enjoyed it, what exactly did you love in the series? Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Hit the subscribe button because we're coming back with more interesting reviews for you, as well as lessons. And also, if you've been consistent with us, I'd like to say thank you. We appreciate you a lot. Thank you once again for joining me. Do have a lovely weekend. Bye.